Thank you. Thank you for being here, and GM to everyone. So in this workshop, you're going to learn how to build dApps on MiniPay. So I'm going to talk a little bit about Cello first, and then Cell2, and then MiniPay. So at Cello, we believe in the principle that you should build with purpose. So whenever you're building dApps, build with the ideology that somebody is going to have your app is going to make a real world impact on someone, right? And you build for everyone. You don't build for people just in the Web3 space or to specific users. So what is Cello? Cello is a EVM compatible L1, so you can use your Solidity contracts. They work right out of the box on Cello, and we are transitioning to a layer 2 soon. We are built for ease of use, so we highly focus on mobile and abstracting a lot of information about what is gas, and also we don't even make it necessary for the user to have the Cello native token to do transactions. You can also use other stable coins in the ecosystem to do transactions as well. So yeah, gas is payable by tokens, which are stable currencies. And this is not the account abstraction thing. This is plain EOAs without paymasters are allowed to do transactions using stable coins. We're also carbon negative, which means that every transaction that happens on the blockchain contributes to a carbon fund, which is then used to sponsor carbon negative projects. This is a very brief overview of the Cello ecosystem. There are many services, and many of them are probably also present here at the hackathon. So feel free to stack bounties and be eligible for them. A little bit about Cell2, which is the layer 2 that we are going to be soon. Once the stack selection is done, there are 4 stacks under consideration right now: OP stack, ZK stack, Polygon CDK, and Arbitrum Orbit. So once the stack selection process is done, we estimate that we will be ready with the Cello rollup in 2 months, then integration with the data availability layer in about 1 to 3 months, decentralized sequencers, and then do pre-mainnet, where we'll give access to people to play around with the testnet, and then go mainnet. You can find a lot more information about what the Cell2 migration looks like on forum.cello.org. There are many proposals and many discussions happening there. So if you want to catch up on this, forum.cello.org is the best place. We also do Twitter spaces with very influenced people in this space. So if you just want to learn more about L2s in general, then I highly recommend following @Cello on Twitter, and you will get notifications about all the L2 podcasts that we do. The last one we did was with ZK Sync. A little bit about MiniPay now. So MiniPay is basically a wallet which is integrated in the Opera Mini browser, and it mostly focuses on stable coins. So it does not support other currencies right now. The only currency it supports is Cello dollars. It's very affordable and fast because it's built on the Cello blockchain, and it is designed for ease of use for people in Africa. And right now, it's only available to few countries in Africa. The objective is that the wallet should be so simple that the user does not know that they are using blockchain behind the scenes, that they are using crypto, any of that, right? They just should be able to do what they want to do. They don't need any extra information. Now, why you should build on MiniPay, right? Because first thing is that Opera is a very big user base, right? They have over 80 million active users. So all these users can be potential users for your own dApp. So why not build for that? The access to MiniPay wallet is extremely seamless because people already have the Opera browser in their phone. MiniPay is just a menu item in the browser itself, so they don't have to install any other apps to access the wallet. If you are going to take your project after the hackathon, you're going to take it go to market, or like you're going to figure out product market fit, then you don't have to also think about customer acquisition costs, because the users are already in the wallet. They're already using the wallet, and your app already sits inside the wallet. So they are going to come across your app anyways. So you will get all these users coming in from day one. And over 10K new users join MiniPay every day, and which can also be new users for your dApp as well. So why not build for it, right? And recently, just a few days back, we crossed 2 million users. And this is just coming from 3 countries in Africa. We are not even rolled out worldwide. So you can expect a lot more users coming in once we roll out worldwide with Opera Mini. The best place to learn about MiniPay is docs.cello.org. The first link will take you to the page where you can learn more about how to build on MiniPay, etc. So enough of talking. Now let's just go into hacking mode and build something, right? So if you go to this link called Cello.org ETH Global MiniPay Workshop, you will be able to find all the steps that you need in order to build on MiniPay. So the first thing that you will need is you will need Node and Yarn, and then you can run the npx command. This is a template that we have built specifically for the hackathons. You run this command and you will be able to set up your project in like less than 15 minutes with a good internet connection. So I've already done this step, so I won't be doing it, but to just give you a glance of how it will look like, let's see. I can run this command here, and it just asks you for a project name. So ETH Global MiniPay Workshop 2, and that's it. The project is already set up. Now all you have to do is go into that folder. Let's say ETH Global MiniPay Workshop 2, and all you have to do is run the command to install dependencies, which is Yarn, and your project is ready to go. And if you want like testnet tokens, and surprisingly a lot of people obviously need testnet tokens, but they don't know where to go. So this is a link, faucet.cello.org. All you have to do is just put your address here, and if you want stable coins, which I highly recommend, just uncheck Cello only, and you will also get the stable coins that you would need in order to make your app on, because MiniPay only supports Cello dollars, so you need Cello dollars on testnet, and this is how you get it. The other thing is that if you don't have an Android device, because MiniPay is an Android app right now, like the Opera Mini browser is an Android app and MiniPay sits inside it. So if you don't have an Android phone, you can use Android Studio. And if you click on this link, we have steps on how to install Android Studio, and how to install the emulator, and which emulator to install. So one thing I want to highlight is that if you're using Android Studio, install the emulator which has the Play Store icon along it, because that is necessary you need Google Play services in order to sign up for MiniPay. The next thing is, how do you install the MiniPay app on the emulator? So we have steps for that as well. Let's see, if you go to the docs page, if you go to build on MiniPay, and if you scroll down, you will see the section for installing MiniPay. All you have to do is install the browser, which is Opera Mini Beta. This is an Android app. And then you click on the Access MiniPay link, and it will give you access to MiniPay in your Android phone or your emulator. I've already done these steps. The other thing is that by default, MiniPay is mainnet because it's for users. But since we are here building projects, you would want to enable testnet on the app. So we have steps on that as well. I can show it to you right now. So this is the MiniPay app. If you scroll down here and if you go to the settings icon, you can go to About, and you can click on the version number for 10 times, and you will be able to access developer settings. So I already have the developer settings on. If I click here, you will be able to enable developer mode and testnet. This is how MiniPay will then run on testnet, and whatever apps you open, they will be on testnet. So that's there. What's the next step? Where did my mouse go? Yeah. So the next step is setting up ngrok. So this is again specifically for people who are using the emulator, because whenever you're building projects, you are building on localhost. So how do you share your local host with the MiniPay app? And to demonstrate that, what I can do is, let's do it right now. So this is the project I have set up already, and I will use the command that runs the project. So, okay, so the project is now live on localhost. Let's open it up. If we go here, paste it. This is what you get when you use the command that I showed in the beginning on setting up the project. Now the problem is that this is on localhost, and if you go to your MiniPay app, and if you click this explore icon here, you can scroll down. These are the different apps which are already live inside MiniPay. But if you go down, we have one extra app for developers, which is Site Tester. All you have to do is paste a link to your dApp here, and your dApp has to be a web dApp. So probably everybody is going to build a web version of a Web3 dApp, right? So all you have to do is just paste a link here and make sure that your dApp is mobile responsive. If it's mobile responsive, it's going to look good on MiniPay and you are eligible for the MiniPay bounty. Seriously, that's it. You have to deploy your project on Cello and make your web dApp mobile responsive, and it will work here. Now the problem is I cannot take the localhost. Yeah, you can open them up. You can open desktop sites as well. It's just that it won't look good. That's all. Yes, it should be optimized for a mobile user because the user is going to come through a mobile. They're not going to use a desktop. So you want to be mobile optimized. Now again, continuing. I cannot take this link and just paste it here because it's localhost, so the phone will definitely not understand it. So how do we, share our localhost with the app? So for that we have ngrok. I just type ngrok, HTTP, and the port number, which is 3000. So now I get a link, which is this one. This link can open on any machine in the world, right? So I will just take that link, paste it here, and hit go. Let's see. Let's do it again. Oh, service. Sorry? Yes, it is HTTPS. So let me try again. Cool. So this is a one-time warning that you will get from ngrok. And if you click visit site, we have if it loads, we have the same app now running inside MiniPay. So this is your local host and this is your MiniPay. And now you can click on buttons here and you will get requests. So this is how a wallet prompt will look like. And when you click on withdraw, it's going to ask for the user's biometrics. And for this phone, it's a pattern. So I'm going to use a pattern. And yeah, that's how users will be transacting when they're using MiniPay. They don't have any seed phrase. They don't have wallet address. So yeah, it's pretty seamless. Matter of fact, you can, like, if I go back and I show you, if I want to send some funds to someone, I only have to use their phone number. I don't even need to know their wallet address. You just type someone's phone number and send them value. That's it. No wallet addresses, nothing like that. So that's their site. So in this link, we also have the instructions on how to do the testing or using Site Tester as well. So these are the same instructions that I just followed. And that's it. Then we have links for other resources, like some guidelines on how your app should be. For example, we encourage that you don't have a connect wallet button because the user only has one account. So there is no account choosing screen. You just connect to the wallet directly. The user never sees a button. They don't know what connect wallet is. They don't know what switch network is. Nothing. Just open the app and get started.
Their identification is their phone number, right?
Yes. So that's one guideline. The other thing is we have this code library as well. So very common functions like transferring tokens, checking their CUSD balance in your dApp. All of this code is already available. And I highly recommend using the VM library rather than the ethers, because VM library has some extra features that would, make your app compatible with MiniPay. Ethers might give you a lot of bugs, so I highly recommend using VM. And we also have some more guides on how you can use other libraries if you are not using VM, or if you're not using the template that we gave you. Even if you're not using that, there are instructions on how you can make it compatible with the MiniPay app. So that was about building on MiniPay. Here are some ideas for the hackathon. Personal finance apps, stablecoin yield apps, gift cards, coupons. We already have an app for scratch cards, which is more like you scratch cards, you get rewards for doing something, for example, holding tokens or interacting with some app, doing transactions, etc. Billing inside MiniPay is not there. So, for example, merchants want to use it for receiving payments. They want to have a dashboard where they can know who has paid, when did they pay, analytics, monthly earnings, weekly earnings, daily earnings. Nothing like that is available right now. Micro work marketplace, there are two sides of the party. People post work, the other side of the people do the work and claim funds inside MiniPay. That is also something that we are looking out for. This is a QR code that you definitely want. If you scan this, it has all the resources, everything you need in one place. This is the only link that you need during the entire hackathon, to be honest, from a Celo standpoint. So I will let people scan this. Cool. And faucets. Again, a lot of people ask for faucets. So faucet.celo.org. You can get all the testnet tokens you want from there. If you face any problems, please come to our booth. Talking about the bounties, sure. Cool. Talking about bounties, if you build the best app on MiniPay and you win the first place, you will get 4,000 USDC, second place 3,000 USDC, and third place 2,000 USDC. And we also have a bounty with Mento Stables, the team behind the stable coins that we have, Celo Dollar, Celo Real, or Celo Euro. These are the 3 stable coins already active in the ecosystem. And if you build something exciting with these stable coins, then you get also 1,000 USDC. Friends at ETH Global. So these are the other projects that are also at ETH Global. And if you want to stack bounties, these are the projects that you should look out for. All of these projects support Celo blockchain. So if you want to stack bounties, which I know many of you would, so these are the sponsors you want to go with. And finally, find us at ETH Global booth. And if you want to ask questions async and we are not available at the booth for some reason, then you can go to Partner Celo channel on ETH Global Discord. And we are monitoring that channel for questions. So yeah, that's it. Thank you.